All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. In this particular video, I'm going to be touching on very briefly on this video that you see right here on your screen. Now I'm gonna play the whole video at the end, but I want to touch on it, get a few precepts, then I'm gonna play the video, we'll wrap it up. Now the sister was talking about how Esau's gonna cut off the power grid, how he's gonna cut off the power. And we've been talking about this for a very long time already. For a long time. We've been talking about how this is spiritual Egypt, right? And how Egypt, which we're gonna get that precept, and how Egypt is going to be smote with the plagues of before, roughly paraphrasing it. And one of the plagues that ancient Egypt got smote with was darkness for 3 days. And where in the land of Goshen, where the Israelites was, it was light. So we've been bringing this out for a very long time. And plus Cotton Swab, or Klaus Schwab, better known as, was talking about a cyber attack and alluding to, the power being cut off. He said it was actually worse. That was more of an imminent threat than that, Crown Vic. That's what Klaus Schwab was saying. So now we're seeing it come back around, this topic of, the power being cut off. Hey, and this very well might be, an avenue that Esau uses. Plus the scripture does back it up. So what the sister was talking about is they cutting the power, and you see in the military outside is because they're getting ready to cut the power. And they understand that all hell's going to break loose. There's only about, so much food. I'll say, I don't really know, 3 days worth of food in a grocery store on hand. About 3 weeks, people are going to turn cannibal. All hell's going to be broke loose outside, man. Excuse me. When they cut the power, the meat in the grocery stores are going to go bad. Them canned goods and stuff, when a run happens on them, hey, that's it. No more food. People want to go buck wild crazy. And the military will be there to calm that down. Now, she further goes on to say, hey, when the lockdown happens, because it's going to be a strict lockdown, and there's no reason for you to go outside, and they might mix it in with carbon lockdown. They might mix it in with a new type of V coming out. They might do, that stuff, but she goes on to say, when you're inside, don't worry about outside, worry about getting right with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. She didn't say the Father's name and his only begotten Son's name, but come on, that's what she's really alluding to, getting right with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Don't worry about what they're doing outside, worry about, having faith. All right, worry about, that. Hey, because when you go outside, this is what she's want to say. You're gonna look at the video, because when you go outside, you're gonna be faced with a choice, and that choice will be what? To either take the mark and become a part of the society, doing what you got to do to become a part of the society and live, or neglect the mark, not take the mark, and be ostracized from society, possibly put to death, taken, snatched up, thrown inside of a, FEMA camp or something like that and put to death. Now, she didn't go too much into detail. I'm going into detail, but she does say quite a good bit. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, Elder Apostle Tahar has made a video about, 20 minutes ago, and he says, the title was, "Oh shit, GMS was always right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. One more reason to keep window shopping." Hey. But anyway, let me get a few precepts, because I have a tendency to, to rant. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. And this is for, I'll get this precept because a lot of people out there worrying about, their 401k 20 years from now, watching their grandkids grow up, or chasing the American dream and trying to chase the bag, living here in America forever. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing that there's a skirmish between Russia and Ukraine, and America's tied into all of this. You know what I'm saying? They're not understanding or not paying attention to the economy. The top economist saying this is the next Venezuela. The dollar collapsing. The dollar losing its power. The Fed now about to come online about what, July 15th. They're not paying attention to these things. So what? Sudden destruction gonna come upon them. When the judgment comes, it's gonna take them unawares. They're just gonna be in the shit. You know, they didn't even get a chance to prepare or brace themselves, man. They just get hit. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, which our people are saying right now, then sudden destruction come up upon them. Sudden destruction is going to come upon them because they wasn't on their watch and they gave no fucks about being on their watch or what the prophets were saying that the Lord was saying. They don't care. All right. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Just like a woman in them contractions. Them contractions come suddenly, very suddenly. You can't tell when they're going to come. That's how that destruction is going to come. It's going to come sudden. All right. And just like that woman cannot escape those labor pains, you're not going to be able to escape the destruction. All right. For these people, I mean, 2/3 out there, man. So, hey, if you stumble across this video, get right. All right. Things are about to go down. And when the prophets is off for the highways and byways, because if this happened, the power go off. We ain't gonna have no phones and no shit like that. We can't call each other and figure out where we meeting up for camp or hop in the whip and go to, you know, all that's gonna be done. The family of the word gonna be here. So if you don't got the word right now, hey, that's it. Get the word while it's hot, or you gonna be ass out, man. All right. Let me get Salakia. I had another precept I wanted to get. Dang, slipped my mind. Sudden destruction shall come upon us. What we gonna do? We just gonna play the video. If it come back to me, then I'ma grab it.
I made a video day before yesterday talking about how many people are seeing the military everywhere now and they know something is about to happen, they just don't know what. But the video that I made was talking about how the reason why the military is here, because they know that the power grid is about to shut down. So they know that millions of people is going to be looting. They're going to be doing all types of stuff because, you know, the power is out. So just to let y'all know, it is going to be a very intense lockdown, meaning that you won't be able to come outside at all. It's not going to be a curfew because there's no reason for you to come outside because there's no electricity. It's not like you can go to work now. It's not like you can go to the stores because there's no electricity. So it is going to be a very intense lockdown. And the reason why I'm making this video now, because when they enforce this lockdown, I don't want y'all to be in fear or worried about what is going on outside, because what is going on outside is that the reason why they are going to have an intense lockdown is because while the grid is out, they are going to be setting up these stores and these corporations and these businesses for the mark. So when everything do come back on and we go back outside, it's going to be a whole new way of living. If these stores is going to be transformed. So not only is what's going on outside at that time, it's going to be a new change of life, but it's a very spiritual thing of what's going on at the same time too. So I don't want y'all to worry about what's going on outside. When they put us on this intense, strict lockdown, while we is inside of our houses, I want y'all to get your soul right. Get your heart and get your spirit and your conscience right with our true creator. Don't worry about what's going on outside. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about what they could be doing, what they might be doing. Don't even worry about what's going on outside. I want y'all to just get your house right. When they put us on this strict lockdown, I want us to get our house right. And what I mean by house, I mean get your soul right. Get your spirit right. Get your conscience right. Get your heart right. So that case, whatever happens, once you walk out that door, it really don't matter because you got your house right without you, Creator. Because when this power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down. See, when the power grid shut down, it's not going to shut down the moon and the sun and the stars. We are still going to have daylight. It's just that the power is going to be off. There will be no Wi-Fi. There will be no electricity. It is going to be none of that. But we're still going to have daylight. We're still going to have all of these things. And for the people that is running off of the solar, they're going to cover up the sun. Because you got a lot of these businesses and houses that is now working off of solar. This is another reason why they is covering the sun. Because you got a lot of houses and businesses that doesn't work off electricity alone. They use the sun to basically give them electricity. So this is another reason why they're blocking the sun. If they block the sun, your house or your business can't get the energy that it needs because the sun is being blocked. So don't worry about what's going on outside. Worry about getting your heart ready, your soul ready. Worry about getting your family ready. So whatever happens once this electricity comes back on, you are right without you, Creator. And we is coming up into a beautiful, scary, but yet intense moment. Because right now, we are about to make that ultimate choice. When this power grid go down and it comes back up, we're about to make the ultimate choice. And this ultimate choice is going to cost us our souls. Because you are going to have to choose. Is you going to take this mark and do what you have to do to live on this earth so that you can be able to eat and work and take care of your family? Or you're not going to take this mark because you know what this mark is. Now, by now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the mark of the beast is here and it's about to be enforced. It's up to you to take this mark. It's up to you to allow yourself to be in fear to take this mark. But believe me, the devil is not going to force you to do it. He may give you some choices that's going to be bizarre, but he can't make you take this mark. You have to want to do it. He might tell you, well, look, if you don't take this mark, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to do nothing. You won't be able to do that. He's going to do that to you because that's his way of putting you in fear to take the mark. But just because he gives you these alternatives, it doesn't mean that you still have to do it. It just means that you was in fear of not doing it because you want to do the things that he told you you can't do if you don't take it. So right now, when the power grid go down, you know that it is the end or the beginning.
Perfect. Well, see, you heard. Hey, the sister was dropping that knowledge, man. Hey, hey, you heard her, man. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. I remember the scripture, but I didn't want to stop the video. 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and will smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see that? And will destroy all the land thereof. This is spiritual Egypt right here. All right. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and punishment of the Most High shall bring upon it. Right. Hold on. It was right. That's the point though. Right. That's the point. 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. He's going to smite Egypt with the plagues of before. And one of the plagues that he smote Egypt with was what? Was darkness. So there's one thing that the sister actually said that I want to touch on. And that's fear. You know, She said she's going to give you some choices that's going to be bizarre, but he's not going to actually force you to take this mark. You know, you're going to have a choice. You know, you're going to have a choice. Are you going to take it or not? Now, you're going to be in fear. That's what's going to make you take it. Because he's going to say, well, you can't do this, this, and that. And plus, they're going to probably be snatching people up. And not probably, most likely, they're going to be snatching people up and putting them into FEMA camps. So that fear of not being able to move in society free, and that fear of being snatched up and manhandled and put inside of a certain prison, that's going to cause a lot of people to take the mark. All right. And this is what the Lord has to say about that fear. You know, this is Revelations 21:8, and we read, but the fearful and unbelieving and abominable. See that? And the fearful, but the fearful. See, that's the first thing that the Lord said right there. But what is the reward for you being fearful in these times? But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Hey, you're going to have your part in the second death, man. You're going to be left here to fucking fry. All right? So all that was edifying with that. I'm going to say shalom.